Oh, hi everyone. I hope you're all well, living the life that you want to live, being very kind to yourself, being kind to family and friends, being kind to your animals, and also being kind to other people, just to make this world a better place. I thought today I'd do just a market update and a technical update. I do this daily in my chat line on Slack, and just a few stories which I thought I'd cover. Coinbase says and this is from Coin Live. Coinbase says it has the green light to list coins deemed securities, which is great because that means that possibly XRP will get put on Coinbase, which is a great story. And it's got the green light, which is really, really fantastic. Also, BlackRock is evaluating cryptocurrencies, says the CEO of Think. BlackRock is the largest asset manager, fund manager in the world. They have roughly about $6 trillion worth of funds under management in foreign exchange, in fixed interest, in alternative assets, in equities, in derivatives, all sorts of things. So if these guys come in, it's going to be absolutely massive, because if these guys come in, other fund managers and asset managers will come in. We already know that Fidelity is in there, and those guys have about $3 trillion worth of assets as well. So there are a lot of fund managers looking to come in, and we're going to see, obviously, this market start to bounce big time. That's my honest belief. Congress is holding 2 crypto hearings this Wednesday, I should say. Also, there's a lot of stuff going on. Japanese chat giant Line launches its cryptocurrency exchange, but the interesting thing is it's not in Japan. It's actually everywhere else except Japan. And North America. What's interesting is we see US exchanges like Coinbase going to Japan, but we see all the Japanese exchanges going out of Japan and going into other countries like Europe and Africa and Jersey and Malta and those sort of places. So it's quite interesting story in itself. Obviously, there's a whole lot of stuff in terms of G20 watching. Obviously, the crypto monitoring. This meeting is happening between the 17th and the 19th, and the CFA's announcing putting exams a crypto thing for next year, which is interesting in itself. Let's just have a look at, and this is another one I look at, which I like very much, is the newsnow.co news on cryptocurrencies. And basically, I quite like this one. There's a couple of articles here about crypto becoming a part of everyday life. What else we got here? Bitcoin price analysis. It looks like it's starting to move up a bit. I want to have a look at the technicals. It's got to get through 6,700. I'm not sure where it is at the moment, but it looks like, the market's been oversold for a long time, and it's been sold down since October of last year when coincidentally, Bitcoin futures came into play. So obviously, the professionals or someone's been selling this market down, and I think this market could kick back really, quite quickly. Something here about 10x pay price enrolling in Korea leads to market euphoria. You do see sometimes the Asian markets will trade things higher than the American markets, and it's because the Asians do tend to like buying crypto, and they tend to get quite bullish, and they tend to set prices a bit higher than the other exchanges. We've got strong gains from Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and Bitcoin Cash. What else we got here? Regulations coming, we know that. And look, honestly, the quicker they regulate, the better. Some Hong Kong regulated banks launch blockchain-based trade finance platform. Comment here, Bitcoin is more like gold than a currency. Let's have a look. What else we got here? Robinhood adds support to Dogecoin. Monero price action. Crypto market overviews. Let's just quickly go down here. Send a bit of this. Coinbase reportedly gets approval for US regulators to start listing tokenized securities. Billionaire investor Peter Thiel bets on crypto startup Block One. Now, Block One, where do I know that from? Is that from EOS? Block One, their administrator or something like that? And also Coinbase, as I said, this is a big story here. It can list coins deemed securities. So look, it's just a matter of time before they list XRP in my mind. Institutional money is growing into the crypto space, says the Coinbase vice president. Also, they've done their custodian, they've set up their custody, which is very important for the institutions. They need custody. They need to be able to store their crypto assets in cold wallets. Very, very important. So Coinbase is already there on that, which is great. Nomura is doing the same thing, which is one of the largest investment banks in Japan, and there's a couple of other shops that are looking to create cold base custodian security for obviously digital assets as well. What else we got here? US regulator, we've seen that. Not a great deal, but that's probably the main stories. Something there. Okay, what else we got? So let's quickly go through here. What else we got here? Korean giant Bitcoin, Bithumb eyes Japan and Thailand for expansion. So it's interesting. Some are going into Japan and some are coming out. So let's just have a look. Anything else here that's of interest? Something about Russian intelligence exposing dark underbelly of crimes. 12 billion Bitcoin, second major investment in 2018 is EOS. Interesting, EOS hasn't been working for some time, but anyway, let's just have a look at the technicals, guys. So this is Bitfinex, and we can see that Bitcoin's up 5.3%, Ethereum 4.9%, EOS 8.4%, BCH 8.9%, IOTA 8%, Ripple 6.9%, XRP I should say 6.9%, Litecoin, I don't know what this ETP is. Some of these small ones really bounce. OMG, that's been sold off quite a lot. That's a platform, been sold off heaps. Bitcoin Gold, TRX is coming up. SAN, which is a piece of crap, and I don't know why it's $1.04, is up 12%. If you have a look at their thing on your iPhone, it's just a joke. Anyone could have written that, seriously. What else we got here? I don't know a lot of these. One coin that I think is really cheap at the moment is Quash. It is a crypto exchange that they're trying to build, but that thing got issued at ICO level of 1%. I don't know whether you saw a story, but literally 75%, three quarters of ICOs this year have been scams, or people have actually lost their money, which is massive and very, very unfortunate. We did, as you know, we did a review on Fun, and we like Fun, so we've been buying Fun at 0.022. And we're doing other reviews in Slack that people get to see as clients of mine. We're reviewing Aspire, and there's a couple other things that we're reviewing as well. Let's just go to Coin Capital Markets as well. Now we look at Coin Capital Markets. Just quickly go down. I like to look at the volume, so let me just have a quick look at that, and that tells me what's going on in the Asian markets and what exchange is doing the most amount of volume. And it's normally been the Asian exchanges, so let's quickly have a look at that. So Binance's up there with 1.3 billion, and that volume is up. Just in the last couple of weeks or so, that volume's actually been down. They're buying Bitcoin, they're buying EOS. The Asians love EOS, and it doesn't surprise me because China came out with this ratings guide of all the cryptocurrencies and their technology, and they put EOS at #1, which I cannot understand how they put EOS at #1. So the Asian market has been buying quite a bit of EOS. Looks like they're trying to buy Tron, Cardano, and EOS and Ethereum and Bitcoin, obviously. OakX, gosh, that always goes off, man, seriously. OakX, which is another Asian exchange. Again, EOS is up there. They're buying Ethereum Classic, Tron, Litecoin, and EOS again. Huobi, which is a South Korean exchange. Huobi token. I think the Huobi token, I'm actually an owner of that, and I quite like it. I think that thing could go higher. I like tokens that are a part of a working exchange. So if they're making a lot of money, in my mind, they're going to do pretty well. And this Huobi, I think, was around 580 or something, did get sold off. Looks quite good to me. I don't know some of these other coins, but looks like the Asian exchanges are all buying EOS and obviously Ethereum and the like. And if we look at Bitfinex, obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum's up there, IOTA and XRP's down at the bottom. Some of these exchanges, I don't know what they are. SB, Upbit, Bitforex, all the small ones, hit BTC. I don't deal with any of the smaller exchanges. I'm always concerned about malicious attacks, or someone getting, if you're trading coins, you might get your trading coins stolen. Most of my investment coins are on my Ledger Nano OS. But again, the smaller exchanges, you've got to look at liquidity and, make sure they've got enough liquidity and not enough capital backing. So I tend to stick with Binance and Bitfinex, because I don't like the smaller exchanges, and Coinbase, but I don't really like Coinbase that much either. Let's just have a look at the technicals. Oh, actually, before I do that, I just want to see what's the gainers and losers, and then I just want to see what new coins are being put on. So often these gainers, you see, they're really small amounts of coin, small prices, and very, very small volume that can be pushed around quite a bit. This 10x has gone up quite a bit, I've noticed. And just quickly going through, Power Ledger I like. Power Ledger is in our investment portfolio, and I'm actually a buyer of Power Ledger. It's a WA utility, and because I know Western Australia quite well, being an Australian, I think this one has legs, and it's better than Web Ledger, no doubt about it. So big losers going down very quickly. I want to keep this under 15 minutes if I can. So nothing there. If I go to recently added coins, and if you have a look at this, it's always recently new coins, okay? Another thing I look at too is I look at the total coins, because you find that total coin volume changes quite a bit, okay? So the total coins. So let me just pull that up as well. Now, in the coin capital markets, I keep an eye on the total coins and tokens. At the moment, it's 1641, and there's a market capitalization of 270 billion. That's quite low. In December of last year, that was around 880 billion. If you notice when you go into this and you see total coins, it does change quite a bit. In the last couple of weeks, that's gone from 1641 down to 1609 to 635, back to 641. So there is a bit of movement in that, and I like to keep an eye on that. So let's just quickly have a look at the technicals. I want to keep this under 15 minutes, won't be a sec. Now, if we have a look at Bitcoin USD, I always look at the dailies first, and these are the technicals I use. I've used them all my life, in my trading life, and they work for me. People can have as many indicators they like, or as less indicators, or just look at price action, but this is what I look at, and this is what I'm comfortable with. And I've always traded with these. So the daily, basically, you've got a parabolic sell here. It does look like it's going to push up here. It's got to get through pretty much this point here, 6789, and it's got to get through this Ichimoku cloud, the red cloud. It's quite a bit of resistance there, but if it breaks up through that level of 7916, it's off to the races, basically. Let's have a look at the 4 hourly, and I like the 4 hourly. These are the only two time periods I look at. Again, Bitcoin is hitting resistance here at 6759. That's the sell. Currently, it's at 6698. If it breaks through there, as I said, it will be off to the races. But right here, right now, it is hitting resistance. We do have a buy on this. And, volume is starting to rise down here. Moving average is starting to move up. Histogram starting to move up. Plus the accumulation index. So it's really got to break this level here of 6754. Any pullback on this, 6667.8, I would probably be a buyer with a fairly tight stop loss around 6650 for hopefully a push higher. That's my view. I'm not going to look at all the contracts. I'm only looking at the main ones that I look at just for trading. Ethereum, again, if you look at the daily on this, probably a lot of the charts look fairly similar. The daily, it's got a buy on the daily, parabolic buy here, must get through this resistance level on the Ichimoku. Again, everything's trying to point up and get bullish. This is a downward channel here. Looks like if we put a line down there, it's broken that downward channel. Must get through the Ichimoku on the resistance level. Let's go to the 4 hourly. I like my daily and my 4 hourly to line up for me to take a trade. 4 hourly's got a buy. Again, we've got a red price action down. Has to break through 485.07. Again, current price is 474.90. So again, if it breaks down, you'd be looking, for me, I would be looking for trading probably with a fairly tight stop loss to see if this thing's got legs and to see if it moves higher. Let's quickly have a look at XRP. Just want to keep this under 15 minutes today. Let's check out the daily. Most charts are going to look fairly similar. XRP's been doing a lot of consolidation for a long time, okay? Now, that's the first thing I see, and I think eventually this thing, not that I'm calling my own book, but I do think this thing's going to break out eventually. Again, still got a parabolic sell here, still flatlining on all the other indicators. It's got a big resistance level here on the Ichimoku cloud. Resistance comes in at 57 cents and 72 cents. So, you know, it's got to do a lot of work. Let's check out the 4-hourly on this. Has been held down, there's no doubt about it. Again, resistance here is at 0.47746. It's currently at 0.47617. Got a parabolic buy here, so it really needs to do a lot of work to get through here. Volume is increasing here on the 4-hourly. It's starting to move up in positive green territory, moving averages, histogram, and the accumulation index. So volume is rising. So this will be interesting the next day or so to see if this goes on with it. I won't look at anything else, but most charts will look the same. We're going to probably know in the next day or so whether this market's going to go on with it. I sort of feel that it probably will go higher. That's my personal bet. I'm not saying for you guys to take a position. I'm probably going to be looking to get longer in the next couple of hours to see how it goes, and with a tight stop loss. I don't need to take on a lot of risk. Anyway, guys, I hope that helps. It's all learning. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not advocating buy or sell or whatever. This is just simply for learning, and you know, I hope you get something out of it. And I hope you're all well, and I'll talk to you very soon. Thank you, Susie.